All right, everybody, I'm gonna put the final coat of polyurethane on here. So I'm gonna show you how to brush on polyurethane the correct way, because I've done it a million different ways, and this way works the best. So there's an entire video right over here you can watch about brushing on polyurethane. I've got this new brush. It's not even an expensive brush, it's just a polyester bristle brush. So this already has 3 coats on it. I'm gonna put the final coat on it, and I'm gonna show you how to do it Mr. Kevin way. We have our finish already stirred up. And I need a flashlight because I gotta see what the hell I'm doing. And even though I have all these lights on in the shop, this thing's gonna save my butt because I'll be able to see all the streaks and where I'm brushing and where I'm not. I'm gonna start with this edge here, and I'm gonna do the top all the way down the end, and I'm gonna do this edge last, just because I don't wanna bump into it with my big fat stomach. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, maybe you can see better. Zoom in. It's fairly cold in here still. I got the heaters on, the fan's blowing. It's only 52 degrees in here, it's not good. Start up now, I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush this off of here. Then we're gonna preload the brush. So I'm gonna dip it in a few times, you can see here, because it's a brand new brush. This is my final coat brush. The other brush I used was, it's in here. It's just one of these cheesy brushes, right? I put 3 coats on with this guy, which it was pretty smooth, but not as smooth as the polyester brush will be. Then I just take it and wrap it back up in aluminum foil, and I'll use it for another day or something. All right. I'm gonna keep loading this up. I'm gonna do this a couple times, get the bristles all nice and wet. You don't want any dry bristles, you want it to hold finish. Sorry for the little fan noise. I have this light here so I can actually see this edge, and I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna start going up in a row like this. And I'm gonna cover the whole entire thing, okay, until it looks good, and then I'm gonna pull it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that looks good from here. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Go over about 4 inches, and I'm just gonna try to spread the poly out as best I can. And I'm gonna come this way. Lightly, I'm barely touching the surface here. And then we're looking to see if we have any dry spots. Let me just finish this, I'll take some pictures of my view. I'm gonna come up here and just go like this. Then I'm gonna come back this way, lightly. And there we go. Let me go get my camera. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay? Perfectly smooth. That's what we're looking for. Now we're gonna start up here. I'm gonna move this up like this. Get the light slightly tilted down so I'm not blinding myself. I'm gonna do the exact same thing here. So for our last coat, we sanded it with 320 with the orbital, and we sanded it with one of these also on the orbital. Now I'm gonna go cross grain. I'm gonna cross grain about that far. I'm gonna do 2 passes here, okay? What we're doing right now is spreading the glue, or spreading the finish out. I'm gonna go off the end. I want that all done. Now we're just gonna come this way, super light. I'm not pressing down at all. Okay, we'll go all the way across and I'll show you. So then we start right here, come across. I'm gonna shoot into it a little bit like this. We're gonna come back this way, right off the edge. I'm barely pushing down. Same thing. What I'm trying to do is distribute all the finish the best I can here. Okay, I got that. Then I'm gonna come across here. Ultra light. A little bit here. Ultra light. I hope that comes out. Okay, now that we've done that, we're gonna move our way up. Come up here, do the same thing, cross grain. And go off the edge like this. I'm gonna come across here lightly. Lightly. And I'm putting this on pretty heavy. So if it's warmer out, you gotta move a lot faster. Since it's so freaking cold in here, it doesn't flash off as fast. So when we're cross grain brushing all this finish on, what we're trying to do basically is just spread the finish out evenly, and then we're gonna come across here a light pass, just barely pushing down. And once you start, you can't stop. Now with this light, I can see all the way down this whole section here. Do the exact same thing. Give it a little dip here. I'm gonna come up What I'm looking for is no dry spots. So we can come down here too. And I'm only using the wet side of the brush. Okay, there's that. Now I'm gonna come and do this real light. 1, 2. And you can check it with the light. Like that. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then I'm gonna come over, I'm gonna distribute the finish. I'm trying to get rid of all the dry spots. Come down here a little bit, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm using the same side of the brush, the wet side. And I'm just gonna pull lightly. Okay, there's the wet side of the brush, there's the dry side of the brush. Do the exact same thing. I don't know if you can see these spots here. They're dry spots. I don't know if that'll show up or not, but what we're gonna do now is gonna come up like this. We want all those dry spots gone, top and bottom, and we're just gonna pull. 2 little tiny itty bitty lightweight passes, no pressure. Okay, start over there, come into that, go back across. I flip my brush over and I come like this. And I'm gonna come up just like this on the top. Super light pass, super light. I'm barely putting any pressure on it. Okay, since we're at the very end, I'm gonna do this last part right here. Once, twice. I'm gonna flip this around and just come like this. Let me take one check here. That whole thing is like glass. The entire top, just glass smooth. Now there's some little particles in there. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know if it's in the finish or not. What I'm gonna do when I get done with this is to buff it all out with a brown paper bag, and that'll make it look amazing. But there's no brush marks in there, there's nothing. This is glass smooth, absolutely glass smooth. Well, hopefully that was helpful to some of you. My battery's about to die. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. I'll show you the top once it's installed. I just got the notification that I'll be installing this tomorrow. And once I get it in place, I'll take a picture, and maybe they'll send me a picture before I get this edited of the whole thing with tile on it. It'll be amazing. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, comment below. Give me a little thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything today, subscribe, because that really helps me out. Share it with your friends, share it with the world. And you have an awesome day. Go outside and play. Hug somebody you love. Be safe out there, and I'll see you next time right here on Woodworking with Mr. Kevin. See ya.
Subscribe now.
This is a polyester bristle. This is a polyester bristle brush. So this is just a polyester. This is just a polyester bristle brush. I can't talk this morning. Polyester bristle brush. So all we're going to use today is just this cheap polyester bristle brush.
Sorry about that.